Hi. Hi.
Let's go! Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, and I am so excited to announce that Polarthon 2022 has officially started. I am reading Brightstorm by Vashti Hardy, and I literally just picked it up. I haven't even started it, but I'm about to. Jade's sprints are happening right now on her channel. They are she is with Pris and Gavin, and I was so shocked when Pris showed up at Jade's. I was like, oh my gosh, what is happening? I thought they were actually mad at her, and then she was there, and I was like, ah. So that was really fun. But yeah, I just wanted to quickly introduce the vlog, let you guys know that I'm sitting here watching the lovely Polarthon sprints. It is Sunday at around 4 o'clock my time, but I'm going to be participating along with the time that Polarthon is happening over where Jade is, because I want to participate in the sprints and all of those things too. So my Polarthon is starting right now. Wish me luck. It is now a little bit later in the evening. It's around 9 o'clock, and I finished the first book of Polarthon. Finally read Brightstorm. It's been on my list to read for probably a year now, and I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. It really reminded me of The Golden Compass by Philip Pullman, except not quite as intricate of a story as The Golden Compass is. And it kind of reminded me of Frostheart with the sky ship, pirate ship kind of vibe, and the found family and the mysterious disappearance of a family member. But yeah, overall I thought it was really lovely. I loved the illustrations. It went by very quickly. The pacing was good. There were a few moments in the story that didn't quite feel logical, I guess is the word I'm looking for. It was quite predictable. I knew what was going to happen, and I knew pretty much the whole story as it was coming. Like, it was intriguing. I wanted to read it even though I knew what was going to happen, but it was still a pretty good story. First book down, 4 more to go. Hey friends, I am home from work. It is now Monday afternoon, and I have read the first half of the first chapter of Ice Wolves, and I am not sure how I'm gonna like it. some of the writing already is putting me off just a little bit. But what's interesting is that the main characters are twins in this story, and the main characters in Bright Storm, which I read yesterday, were also twins. So we've got a theme going here, other than the polar fantasy, of course. Today was pretty good, just a lot of work, but now I am home and I am ready to sprint the rest of the night. I'm on the hunt for reading sprints that happened earlier today, I'm sure, or are currently happening. And I am going to read for a little bit, make myself some dinner, and then settle in for a night of reading. I hope that I'll finish this one tonight. Middle grades usually go fast, so I'm hoping it'll take me 2 or 3 hours to finish this, and then I can check another book off of my list. But I will give you an update later and let you know how this book is going.
Steph, where are you? Honestly.
Steph, hurry!
Yeah, come on, Steph.
Maybe she doesn't want to come on.
Yeah, maybe not.
Maybe she's
I don't think she does.
backed out.
Yeah.
Oh, there she is! Got the
Oh,
add her to live page.
Yep.
Alright.
Yep.
Hello!
Oh my god. I can't even. This is the best Polarthon ever. It's so much fun to watch them all together. Oh, they're so cute. Oh my god. And I just checked my mail and I got this little envelope in the mail. I had no idea what it was. And then I got some bookmarks with beautiful art by Jade. So it was perfect timing. A little sticker, beautiful bookmark, and then her Polarthon mountain bookmark. It is the Polarthon bookmark of this year. It's really good quality, nice and thick. You get it for being on one of her higher tiers in her Patreon. So that was exciting. I've been using my previous Polarthon bookmark, the Arctic Fox, because I was an Arctic Fox last year. But so excited. So happy.
We're on a journey, looking back on the things that we've taken for granted, but feels like we're learning to be better without what's been holding us back now. Let's move closer to a new history, find out what we can be together. Take my hand and we will conquer the world. This is our final chance.
Hello, I am back with another update. I did manage to finish Ice Wolves last night, and I ended up giving it a 3 stars. It was definitely not my favorite. There were parts of it that I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed the magic school type trope. I really enjoyed the relationship between the siblings. I really enjoyed some of the characters. And the idea of the story was really cool. I feel like it could have been executed better. There were parts of it that just didn't make logical sense to me. One of the main pieces of the quest that one of the siblings is on, the premise behind that quest really didn't make sense to me. And so I was really annoyed every single time it got brought up because I was like, what are you thinking? So that was really annoying, and then the ending wasn't satisfying because it's kind of a cliffhanger, but I feel like it didn't need to be a cliffhanger. So I wasn't super satisfied with the way that this book went. I think I might read the second book when it comes out, if it's out. I don't know. I need to look it up and see if it's out. But it definitely wasn't my favorite. So 3 stars. Okay, but a little illogical sometimes. So now I am home from work again, and I had two meetings after work, and so I got home later than usual. It's almost 5:30, but I am going to go ahead and get started on the Polar Bear Explorers Club and watch hopefully there's a new set of sprints for tonight, because I'm really loving the Polarthon sprints. I was so happy when all of them ended up being together in the same place. The joy, the joy. So yeah, I will check in with you guys later. Hello, it is now 7:30. I have a Nicoletta. And I've only read 17 pages in my book. This evening is not going the way I had hoped it would. I decided I wanted to cook dinner for myself tonight because I've been eating a lot of takeout and not cooking. Come here, kitty. There she is. And I didn't have everything I needed for it, so I was like, oh, I'll just pop down to the shop really fast and get, my coconut milk, and it will only take me a couple minutes. The shop closed at 7 p.m., so I had to drive all the way across town to get it, and it's just taking a really long time. And now I'm still cooking my dinner, and I haven't had really a chance to, excuse me, I'm filming here. Hi. To read. I haven't done much reading, and it's already 7:30, and I have to wake up pretty early in the morning. So I doubt that I'll be able to finish this whole book before I go to bed. But I'm hoping to make a pretty good chunk in it, and then try and read on my lunch breaks tomorrow so that I can start Frostheart 3 tonight and finish that. Wish me luck. Hello. Welcome to day 4 of Polarthon. My hair is very curly today. So far Polarthon is going great. I did not read anything on day 2, unfortunately, because the day just didn't go as planned. And yesterday I came home and started watching the 10-hour sprints that they did yesterday. Holy cow, I wish that I could have been home and just watched the whole thing, but I watched the first 3 hours of it and finished the Polar Bear Explorers Club. I gave it a 4-star. I thought it was really, really good. This story is about a young girl named Stella who was orphaned in the north and was picked up by a polar bear explorer, and he brought her home and is raising her as his own daughter. And her dream is to become an explorer like her adopted father. So essentially the story is about her going on this exploration to find the coldest part of the Icelands. And it's really, really, really good. There is found family tropes, all of the whimsical craziness that you would expect from a middle grade. It kind of reminded me of Nevermore at first, especially because of her relationship with her father. It's very similar to the relationship in Nevermore. And it was very... It was very much a fairy tale, very much a story that was heartwarming and fun and lovely. I almost gave it 5 stars. It's right there. It's almost a 5-star read. I found some parts of it just a tiny bit lacking for 5 stars for me. 5 stars really need to just... Usually the 5 stars that I read make me cry. This one didn't make me cry, but it was so good, and I highly, highly recommend it if you haven't read it yet. It's delightful. It's so much fun to read. I finished that. Today I am going to see if I can get my hands on a copy of Frostheart 3. That's my next plan. I kept trying to order it online and it kept not coming, and I was having technological issues, so it's not here yet. I wanted a physical copy, but alas, I don't have one. So I'm gonna see if I can find one online, and if not, I might have to switch Frostheart out with a different kind of icy magic story. I don't know yet. Hopefully I find one. Actually, I'm on my prep right now. Oh, oops, I gotta go get my kids. Alright, I will talk to you guys later. Hello. This lighting isn't great, but I wanted to check in. I was looking for Frostheart earlier, like I told you, but I wasn't able to get it for tonight, and that was my plan for tonight. So I went to the library to see if I could find to see if it was there by chance, or any other polar fantasy, and I didn't find any polar fantasy, but I brought home a bunch more books from the library, and I already have so many that I need to read. What do I do? Why do I do this to myself? I just couldn't leave them behind. So I'm really quickly going to show you what I got from the library, and then I'm going to talk to you about what I am going to read tonight. Sorry. Okay. So I got this manga called Magus of the Library, and I just thought it looked really cool. I had never heard of it before, but it's in the small village of Amen lives a poor boy named Theo. Theo adores books, but because of his pointed ears and impoverished life, he isn't allowed to use the village library. As he endures the prejudice and hatred of the village, he dreams of going where such things don't exist. Afsak, City of Books. So I think that sounds amazing. Obviously, I think any reader would be intrigued by this. So I'm excited to read this. It's just like I said, it's a manga, so it won't take too long to read. Most of the books I got were small, thankfully, so it shouldn't take me more than like a weekend to get through them. I also found the, what is it called? Crimes on Trains series by something Leonard or Sedgman, Sam Sedgman. Anyway, this is the Highland Falcon Thief, and these are a series of books about crimes that happen on trains, and these kids are solving the crimes on trains. And I've heard nothing but amazing things about these, both from Jade and Gavin. On their channels, they talk about them a lot, and I recommended them many times, so I got the first and second book in that series. I also found the second book to Ice Wolves. It's called Scorched Dragons, and I know I said it was a 3-star and it wasn't my favorite, but I feel like if I'm gonna read it, I need to read it now, otherwise I'm never gonna pick it back up. So I grabbed the Scorched Dragons, and hopefully I'll be able to get through that pretty quickly and just maybe decide after that if I want to finish the last book in the series. The cover's pretty cool. And then I got a set of 3 graphic novels. It's Moonstruck, which is a queer graphic novel series, I believe. I think it's sapphic. I've heard good things about it. I have it on my to be read list on Goodreads, and Goodreads recommends it to me as well. It says, spring comes to the supernatural town of Blytheton, which can only mean one thing. It's time for the annual Mermaid Festival. Werewolves, mermaids. I mean, what more can you ask for? I think this is the first one. Yeah, see, look how cute the cover is. These girlfriends. Okay, yeah, I'm really glad I got these. I got 1 through 3. I don't know how many there are in the series, but they had the first 3, so I snapped them up. Sorry, my cats are distracting me. I also got these pretty flowers for our Valentine's Day here in my little apartment building. Monday is Valentine's Day, and I have plans with a friend to spend kind of like a, not Galentine's Day because my friend is non-binary, but kind of the similar thing. Like, you know, you hang out with somebody who is also single and celebrate your singleness and your friendship. So that'll be really fun. Tonight, instead of Frostheart 3, I am going to read Sky Song. And this is one that was recommended by Jade in her Polarthon recommendations, and it's also one that I've been wanting to read for a really long time, and my mom just read it last night and said it was amazing. So I went ahead and got the audiobook for that. I'm going to try and bust through that tonight. I'm going to keep watching the sprints I was watching last night, even though I know there's probably more stuff happening today. But I want to finish the ones I was on last night and go from there, make myself some food. Yeah. Talk to you guys later. Go this way. Hello. Beautiful girl. Yes, my beautiful girl. Hello. It is day 4, Thursday. Yes. No, today's Friday. Day 5? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Day 5 of Polarthon. And I am so sad that it's almost over. I'm having so much fun with it. Yesterday, I read almost all of Sky Song, and then I finished it up during the... Is there a light on my face? I finished it up this afternoon after work. I was grading some vocabulary papers and I just listened to the rest of it while I was grading, and I think it's a pretty solid 3-star for me. It was really, really cute. It's about a young girl who is kidnapped as a child by the evil Ice Queen and forced into a music box. And so for most of her life, she is frozen in a music box, unable to move and refusing to speak. And the queen has stolen all of the voices, literally stolen the voices of the people of her land, and that is what keeps her strong, and that is what keeps her in power over everybody. And so she's stolen the voices of all of the parents, all of the adults, and the only ones who are left free in her world are the children. And so it's a world that is run by children, and they are separated into 3 different tribes. And this is the world that we are introduced to in this video. This light, I don't know if it's actually showing up in the video, but it is driving me crazy. It's like right here. What is causing that? Anyway, I'm gonna reorganize myself here. Okay, so I thought it was pretty good. There were a few parts, I don't know, it just didn't captivate me as much as some of the other books I've read this week, or in general. I feel like whoa, drop my phone. I definitely have enjoyed other middle grades more than I've enjoyed Sky Song, and so I gave it a 3-star. Very cute, definitely worth reading, but not one of my favorites, unfortunately. So I finished that. That was my 4th book of Polarthon, and now I am reading my 5th book, and it's the final book on my TBR for Polarthon. And that is, get it? Ice Whisperers by Halenka Stachera, and this is the middle grade monthly pick for February. Middle grade monthly is a children's book readathon that is hosted by Gavin and Jade and Pris, all of the kings and queens of Polarthon currently. So this is very fitting. They chose it specifically for Polarthon. So this is my final prompt, the polar fantasy that's going to take me to the goddess at the top of the mountain, and then I will have completed my Polarthon. Hopefully by tonight. And then that leaves the weekend to just read whatever I want. So that's very exciting. I am looking forward to the evening. It's Friday night. Like I said before, I don't have any plans tonight. I don't have any plans tomorrow. The lighting is terrible. There I go. And so I am just looking forward to spending my weekend resting. Wow. Any better? Maybe? Looking forward to spending this evening resting, and tomorrow doing nothing but just relaxing at home and, taking care of some things and doing a lot of reading. So I hope that you guys are having an amazing Polarthon if you are participating, and I will give you guys an update when I have made my way through the Ice Whisperers. Good morning, friends. It is now Sunday, the last day of Polarthon, and I'm still trying to finish the Ice Whispers. I started it on yesterday. I started it yesterday morning, and maybe Friday night. Now I can't remember. But I'm really loving it so far. It has a very indigenous vibe that I'm enjoying, and the Arctic feels are great, and the spooky house and the shady relatives. It's pretty cool. Essentially, this girl was sent away to live with her Aunt Olga for most of her life, and her mother has been living in Siberia with her uncle for most of her life, and then she is told that her mother dies. And this is the beginning of the book. It's not really a spoiler. And then she is sent to live with her uncle as well. And things are not all as they appear to be. So far, it's really intriguing. I love the characters. I'm really enjoying the atmosphere. It's sitting at a solid 4 stars for me so far. I am just under halfway through, I think. My plan is to sit down this morning and just bust it out. I'm watching some old sprints with Gavin and Becca and Ashley. They did sprints earlier this week for Polarthon, and I hadn't watched them yet, so I am gonna watch the sprints and bust this out this morning before I do anything else. So I will give you my update of how this book went when it's done, and then I will wrap up this Polarthon vlog. I finished it. I thought it was really, really good. It was heartwarming and adventurous and intriguing, and the characters were really well developed, and the storyline was well done. I've heard some people say, Jade said that the book was about a 3 stars because some of the logic wasn't there, but I didn't find that at all. I felt like it made perfect sense to me in my brain, and I wholeheartedly loved it. I really did. I am almost wanting to give it a 5 stars, but I don't think it's quite there. If I gave half stars, it would be 4.5 for sure. But I think I'm gonna have to stick with a 4 star. But it's really, really good. I am excited for the middle grade monthly discussion of it and what they have to say about it. But it was a wonderful end to the Polar Fantasy Polarthon week. And I'm sad that it's over. It was really fun. I'm going to be jumping right into my Blackathon stuff now. I listened to a bunch of my first book yesterday, which you'll see in my Blackathon vlog. But here's to the end of an amazing week. Go Team Arctic Explorers. We'll see who wins. But I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I hope that you enjoyed Polarthon if you participated. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.
Yesterday